Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Harukana Receive. And in the last episode, our characters played volleyball together and the Harukana team won their match. And, Akari was worrying about the competitiveness between teammates and breaking up the group and all that. That was pretty much last episode. There's really not much more to, recap than that for the most part. So I'll just spend this time in the intro saying that I love beach volleyball. I love the fact that there is a beach volleyball anime. It's just great. Just seeing all these beautiful women on the beach in their bikinis running around, jumping, and just having a good time together and hugging when they win their match, and just the fact that they refer to their partner in a very romantic sort of way a lot of the time. I just love a lot of pretty much every aspect of the show, really. It's just a very solid show, and I like how in spite of all that, it's still a very competent, somewhat serious sports anime. It's not like some kind of, over the top fan service first type of thing. No, it's a beach volleyball anime. It does its best trying to be one, and it just does the best it can without actually trying to compromise its legitimacy, I guess, is the best way to put it. I don't know, I'm just filling time at this point, so let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. I still love that logo. Emily and Claire's water bottles like how they're labeled. Uh, can't have it. What was I saying? You guys up next? Your match. Uh, well, you know, yes, the face-off. Man, just yeah, I don't know. What I was saying was, gotta have them labeled, otherwise you might have an accidental, indirect kiss between sisters, and we can't have that. That'd be far too amazing. But yeah, hopefully you got what I was trying to say in my intro. I mean, I don't think I articulated that too well, but hopefully no one thinks I don't like fan service. I definitely do. I'm just saying I like the balance that it manages to strike between, you know, fan service and being taken seriously as a sports anime. I just like how they're able to do that pretty well. Because that way, if you have anime friends that like sports anime, you can say, hey, there's this cool sports anime about beach volleyball. You should check it out. And back into it. Many, many back. You okay, Akari? I know you're kind of worried about this, but they're still standing next to each other. You guys are new best friends. Yeah, but I wasn't gonna miss this. I'd get here eventually. Well, where did he run off to? I mean, I'd probably get lost in this wonderful place too, so. Man, this is gonna be something great to watch. Oof. Okay. Good luck, have fun. The one I wanted to fight. You want to say something before we begin? Nobody in particular. I'm not gonna pick favorites here, but good luck all of you. Of course, I'm rooting for the Harukana team. I'm not going to be subtle about that. Well, of course I was going to. Yes, but I prefer you to use their given name. That's what I'm more familiar with. It took me a second to understand to figure out who you were talking about. And yeah, we gotta have our beginning positions. Our wonderful beginning positions. That sucks. Yeah, that would be difficult. Sounds like a pretty good strategy. Is that turtle letting you pet it yet? I must escape while I have my chance. Well, he definitely has a body to be confident enough. That might go out of bounds, but no. Maybe, I don't know. What do I know? So I'm not the only one that can't tell. Ooh, and it hit her first, so yeah, it's a point for them. Yeah, I don't mind. We always next time. They're much more experienced than Haruka is, so they have an uphill battle. Plus, you know, they would be familiar with Haruka's style because of all the practicing they do together, so. But that could be an advantage either way, so. Because it means they understand Emily and Claire as well. Are you gonna block it? No. Oof. Well, at least you have some serious cushion to land on, Haruka. Man, she really does have her war face on. Love those bikinis. Just how it doesn't cover more than it needs to. I could never get enough of the sand animation. Because they don't have to do that, but it's always a nice touch. Really helps you feel the impact of some of these blows. But yeah, things are not going well. Well, yeah, now they have a reason to do their best. Kanata. Okay. She was a little bit slower than I was, but... Can you spike? Oh, well, you can do that, I guess. Is that... Yeah, that was enough. I didn't think that'd make it over the net. Well, it hasn't yet, but it was going to. Do we not have a point yet? Yeah, they're no joke. Akari, are you okay? I know either way you have to watch a team you care about lose here, so not a great position to be in. I'm sure she'd like to be on top, I have no doubt. If you think you can do it, then yeah, go for it. Yes. I'm glad that she trusts her that much. Wait, I'm looking intently for the signal. Okay, there we go. Well, I mean, that's a good thing a good habit to have. It looks like it'll go in, so yeah. And she hit it. Ooh. Nobody. And we're actually gonna get a point. Oh gosh, she actually still managed that with her foot. Is that legal? Uh, you gotta be careful, you're gonna hit the ball too many times. Uh, I call foul. Uh, yeah, they just... I don't know if this is a fair fight. I mean, unless they can use the power of their love to win, I don't see what we're gonna do here. Ooh. Yeah, you tell her how to... Come on, can we please get a point? Oh, nice. Okay, two. Maybe they got a point earlier I didn't notice, I don't know. Huh. Well, it caught you off guard, so I guess that'd be the reason for it. And jump. Man, Haruka, you really do have it going on back there, don't you? I mean, seriously. Surprised you can find a beginning that can contain that. That hit her hand, right? It was hard to tell, but... And... I was gonna say pound it, but yeah, just finger it. That works too. That's more your style. I'm glad to hear that. I agree. I bet. I mean, if we can do that. Turtle's listening in on their plan. Hopefully he's not a spy. Yeah, we don't need any straightness in this show, so we should have shut down the Oliver straight. Oh wow, we really are making progress. And we switch sides. Yeah, I'm waiting for her just to burst out of that thing. Sounds like we've gotten rid of her straightness already. He's already willing to go for a three-way. Yeah, that's definitely a serious face on on Haruka. Shi-chan. Aren't you gonna complain about being called that? And now I want to rewatch the commercial scene. Waku 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 shikweza. Indeed. Yes, you should look happier. You should switch to more of a glass half full sort of mentality by watching this. There we go. I love you, Akari. Man, I'd fight my best after that. Quasar, you are the best. I was gonna say something, but anyway, what I was going to say is you should look at it as one of them is guaranteed to win rather than one of them guaranteed to lose. Okay. I love this show. Okay. Man, those are hard to block. Wow, just barely, but that was out. Yeah, good call. Don't mind. She didn't say it. Oh well. I'm sure she was thinking it. Uh, just about the serious face she has as she bends over. You know something weird? I guess the way she was holding it, but... Huh. Did that ball wiggle a little bit, or did I just blink? I don't know, it looked weird for a second. And you got it. Haruka, pound it! Oh, Emily, of course you're here too. Hinata, are you gonna hit it? I didn't think so. We're still close, though. The blondies. Kinpatsu pair. Amazing on-point camera angles as always. Yes, I'm totally listening to what you're saying. Staring at that wouldn't calm me down if you do quite the opposite. You're not? You look pretty similar. The stupid red, white, and blue bikini again. I'm so glad I no longer wear those. Can't believe they were that stacked even back then. That's just crazy. I definitely want to salute the flag, though. I'll admit that much. You know, I know Otaku Saga do that regularly, but this much more calls for it here. You do that. You know, I said I want a Harukana to win, and that's true, but I don't really want them to lose either. I do like them. Sorry. It was not Akari, but it looked a little bit like her at first. I would love to try to break you. What? Yeah, that's where that started. I was actually thinking about that when the aces were brought up a little bit ago. There are no aces in volleyball. It's like the episode 1 dialogue. And they just dive on top of each other. Don't cry, your tears will get caught in your cleavage, and then Emily had to lick it out. Guess that was a hard realization. But yeah, I guess she's changed since then, I suppose. I... Oh, that one was really close. Will that have went out? 21. But yeah, I didn't realize how much Kanata and Akari looked similar to each other until this episode. Yeah, Claire was usually the attacker. You know. One of them's clearly on the top and one's clearly on the bottom, is what I'm saying. Or front back, however you want to phrase it. Yeah, the fact that they now both have the stupid, well, not stupid, you know, the yellow band in their hair, they look even more similar to each other, so it's just not fair. I agree. This actually has been a really good match to watch. Compared to the one we saw last week, it's on a whole other level as far as on every level, really. Especially since we actually care about both teams as opposed to last time where we just didn't care about the other team much. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Yeah. Well, of course. I mean, they're trying to win. But yeah, this match is probably gonna take more than one episode, isn't it? I'd call it a Harukana Receive, personally, but... Yeah, I kind of prefer Claire's eyes to Kanata's. Wow, here we go. That's a look of I'm ready for this. So I guess Kanata's fully got back to her form, I guess is the implication there. But yeah, this has been a pretty good match, really. I mean, there hasn't really been many gimmicks or anything in the match yet, like taking advantage of the wind direction or, you know, things like that, but they're very good nonetheless. Wish me luck. You don't need luck when you're tall in volleyball. Because we all know being tall is all that matters in volleyball, of course. That's the lesson this anime is trying to show. I'm being sarcastic if you can't tell. But yes, at the very least, there'll be one more episode for this match. I don't think they'll stretch it out 3 episodes, so the last episode might just be you know, more of a breather episode. Maybe more slice of life. We'll see. And yeah, no preview or anything. So yeah, that was the 10th episode of Harukana Receive. And this episode was pretty much entirely the match between the Eclair team and Harukana. So, I mean, it's not really much to really talk about because it was just one big volleyball match that's not even over yet. But yeah, it was a really impressive match. For a while, it seemed the Eclair team seemed to be dominating, but we were able to kind of catch up a little bit, but still, we haven't at any point really been ahead. Like, the entire game, Eclair has been ahead. Just the gap's narrowed, here and there, but just, yeah. We've never really been, had the upper hand, really, is what I'm trying to say. But, yeah, I mean, just, it's just an interesting dynamic because they are teammates, I mean, they're club mates, they play together a lot, so they're very familiar with each other's styles, they can plan out a lot. But then you have to take into consideration that they do know your style, so you might have to plan around their plans and all that. It becomes a lot of mind games, really, but really just the biggest difference here is the experience because, well, Kanata has plenty of experience, but Haruka does not. Haruka is still not very experienced, but she has some natural talent, which helps a lot, as well as being tall and well built. I mean, she does have some things going for her, but she does still lack the experience that the Eclair team has. So we are doing our best here. We're using the power of teamwork and stuff to really try to make up for all that. So, hopefully we can do that. But we did find out some things about Kanata, like the fact that she tries to make sure whether or not she knows the ball's going to go in the court, out of the court before she moves. And then you have them try to take advantage of that. Like, I'll hit it so that if she tries to think about that, she won't have time to react to it or whatever. But then she responds to that by just moving anyway and taking the risk and all that. Because honestly, if you aren't going to be able to figure it out in time or to react to it, you're better off just hitting it anyway and just assuming it'll be in. Because as long as you can, receive it, it doesn't really matter if it would have went out, really, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we really had to play to your opponent a lot with this, so that's what they've been doing a lot. We get to see Kana's pokies. We get to see Claire just spiking it really hard. I mean, we found out that her spikes are so hardcore that half the time they go out, and that's really tricky because you have to know whether or not they go out or not. But yeah, it's a big difference in experience and power. I mean, maybe there's not that much of a power difference between Haruka and Claire. It's hard to say. But we also got into a little bit of stuff with Emily and about how she, when they were younger, relied a lot on her big sister as being like the ace of the team to carry her. But then she reached a point where she realized that wasn't enough. That was not proper volleyball. Volleyball has no aces, as we've been told, so she decided to really step up from there. And also Kanata, they were really hoping Kanata would get back into full form and have the eyes of a true volleyball warrior, which I guess she did at the end there. But speaking of eyes, I do like how the eyes of a character like Claire is drawn better than the eyes of Haruka and Kanata. Just I love the blueness of them and all that, whereas, Kanata and Haruka's eyes just really weirdly colored. I don't know, I've never really been a big fan of the eye design for them. I just am not. It just seems way too artsy, for lack of a better word. I don't know, please just draw me a normal eye. Well, normal anime eye, like more of what, the Eclair team has. But yeah, it's not that big of a gripe, though, because I'm usually not looking at their eyes, if you know what I mean. But yeah, pretty intense game. It's not over yet, so it could still go either way, but right now, Claire definitely does have the advantage. Hopefully they're able to get past this. That's all I can only hope for. Oh, and Akari. I definitely need to talk about Akari. Not the fact that Akari and Kanata look strangely similar, and that I felt a bit foolish when I mixed them up. No, I'm talking about her attitude towards the match, because last episode, she definitely had this mentality of, oh no, they're gonna have to fight against each other, only one of them can advance, and this is horrible, we're a club, we're gonna tear each other apart, Lisa, this is horrible, we can't do this, what are we gonna do? That was basically her response. Like, no, calm down, Akari, this is a competition, this is how it works, we're all big girls here, we're not babies, it'll be fine. And then, but she accepted that at the time, but hasn't really fully embraced it until this episode, when she finally said, you know what, I'm going to stop looking at this and being miserable and thinking about how, one of the people I care about's team is going to lose. I'm going to just cheer them all on and just, do my best, and I will go full-on Shi-chan for it and just, waku 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 shi Quasar. And I just loved it so much when she went full-on Shi-chan and reenacted the commercial. That was just amazing. That was definitely the highlight of the episode. If I was given ratings and this episode was like an 8 out of 10 before, that would have bumped it up to a 9 out of 10. But I don't give episode ratings because I think doing so is stupid. But yeah, that was really great. I loved it that much. Yeah, that was pretty great. Which was really funny was because he was called Shi-chan by the grandmother. I was like, hey, I feel compelled to rewatch the commercial scene from a previous episode. I'll probably do that after I'm done with this reaction. Then I didn't have to because she just did it for me again. Yeah, Sakara, you're pretty great. You may have shown up late in the series, but you are still. I like you no less than I like anyone else. You're pretty great as well. Just. I love it because just it was just funny because when she called the Shi-chan, I was like, hey, don't you usually take issue with being called Shi-chan? And it made sense that she wasn't bothered by it if like 10 seconds later she was just gonna bring it back. So yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Really. And this match has just been great to watch in general because, like I said, these are two teams we both care about a lot. It's not like Harukana team versus some random team we just met that has a similar dynamic to some of the other no-name teams. So yeah, that definitely made me care a lot about it a lot. I do want Harukana to win, but I do like the Claire team as well. Both Emily and Claire are pretty cool people. I mean, I like Claire a lot more than I like Emily, to be honest, but I like Emily too. I mean, she's nice enough. I don't dislike her or anything. It's just Claire's a much more fun character, pretty similar to Haruka in a lot of ways, who I also like a lot. Very Genki, very cheerful, happy-go-lucky, maybe a bit of a meathead type character, just very, very stacked. And just looks good in a lot of the tops she wears, really. And I just like how she just randomly smacks other girls' butts. That obviously gets a lot of points with me as well. So I do like her. I don't want him to lose, but somebody's got to lose unless we have some kind of cop-out. You both tied. Yay, everyone's a winner. Resolution, which I hope we don't, because I dislike that a lot, really. It's such a cop-out. But, yeah, that's most of what I want to say on the episode. I think there was at least one thing I wanted to say. I mean, just... just the red, white, and blue American flag bikinis they wear in the flashbacks is just so cringy. Like, I know sometimes anime does that. It just has these national colors for a foreigner character that's from that country, and it's just so on the nose. I've never really been a big fan of that, but they do look so good in the bikinis, I can't complain too much, really. And it does give me an excuse to salute the booty, so I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain too much. I just, it's just something that I really notice a lot whenever they just flash back to those moments, and I'm just so glad they switched to a better bikini. So yeah, good choice on them for that. So yeah, all I really have to say on this is that next episode, I hope Harukana continue to do well, and I hope they win, and I hope we all are close friends when it's all said and done. And I hope that when Harukana does win, they have very passionate hug/kiss as to celebrate their victory. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.